CNN reporters are covering this troubling story from all angles. First, we're going to go to CNN senior medical correspondent Elizabeth Cohen. Elizabeth, the World Health Organization is not ready to join Venezuela in officially blaming these 3 deaths on the Zika virus. Why the disagreement, and how worried should Americans be?
Jake, it doesn't surprise me that the WHO isn't ready to attribute these deaths to Zika. When you have an outbreak of an emerging virus like this, sometimes deaths are attributed to the infection when really it might be something else. It's sort of it can get very confusing. And so I think they really want to look at these deaths and say, did these people die of Zika? Now, for how concerned people should be, well, Zika is not known to have a very high mortality rate at all. As a matter of fact, usually in adults, the disease is very, very mild, and children as well. The real concern has been with microcephaly, that a pregnant woman who gets Zika could have a child with that horrible birth defect. But as far as people dying, that really has not been a great concern with Zika.
All right, Elizabeth Cohen, thank you so much. Let's turn to CNN senior international correspondent Nick Payton-Walsh, who is in Rio de Janeiro, where officials are trying to combat Zika before the Summer Olympics begin this August. Nick, what is the government of Brazil saying that they will do to contain this threat before the Olympics?
Well, they are talking to the US about a vaccine, but that is at least 18 months to 2 years away. And we've got 9 months until the Olympics are upon us, less in fact. At this stage, tomorrow, we will see the Brazilian military deployed onto the streets, 220,000 of them in 350 different cities, a nationwide deployment. Their message, to try and get rid of any sense of ignorance people might still have about the disease Zika, but also remind people that the fact they're deploying the military on such a wide level means this is a serious problem. They're supposed to be trying to also combat what large pools of stagnant water they can find. But frankly, in some of the favelas, the Brazilian suburbs, poorer areas, we saw still water is so omnipresent, so hard to combat. It's going to take a nationwide effort to combat this disease. And the real issue here, Jake, is uncertainty and fear. As Elizabeth was just saying, we don't know the full medical impact of this disease just yet. We simply don't know where it could be in 8 months from now. That's got people worried about the Olympics, debating their attendance or not. The military, though, on the streets, potentially with President Rousseff as well tomorrow, to give a clear message of confidence, state involvement, and the desire to do whatever it takes to combat this outbreak right now, Jake.
Nick Payton-Walsh, Elizabeth Cohen, thanks to both of you.